Just act normal. Oh, look, that's the first thing that says when it goes live. All right. Everybody, welcome to our August 6th, 2017 AWG call. It's good to see you all here safe and sound. Just going to go about our usual call, starting off with the finances and stocks on our radar, and just ideas you want to kick around. I did also want to have a little brief discussion on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because that's kind of all the rage now. I have not gotten into it yet, but I want to see what you guys think of it so far. So I am going to screen share and show you all the portfolio for now. So I'll update it. Okay, so can everybody see that? Do I need to make it larger? Let's see. How the heck do I do that? I don't know. Okay, so big numbers are currently the stock value of our portfolio is $2,404.31. Now, what I am going to start tracking month by month is the percentage of our portfolio value going up every month. So it's 2404 right now. So next month, if it's 2428 or something like that, whatever percentage change that is, I'm going to start tracking that. I have not been doing that. So right now we have $109.12 in the brokerage, nothing in the bank account because everything's been transferred. Our current unit value of each share of the club is worth $9.81, and that is up, if you think about it, from the very first time we started, almost double. From the very first time we started, each unit value was worth $5 on January 4th, 2016. So basically that's because the stock market has been rising up since then, and our value of our portfolio has gone up. So that's a good thing. Currently, let's see, I said $109.12. Our current profit, if you look at this, is crazy, $326 in profit. Mainly because we got rid of those some of those stocks that were holding us down, Under Armour, and I forgot the other ones that we sold. But our big ones that are really winning are, of course, Microsoft, Apple, etc. So right now, myself and Brittany have the equal amount of shares. So Brittany, you're no longer the overlord of the group. We're both the overlords, I guess. Just myself and Brittany. And here are all the contributions, as you can see right here. I've tracked it down to the dollar as of today. So everybody's contributions here. Our total contributions has been $2,256.95. And this is, of course, I'm sorry, our total contribution is $2,281.95. And then this is our current stock value. So our profits from our contributions is $122.36. And our profits from just basically buying the stocks and the current worth is $326. I'm still trying to figure out that, but hey. Now I know you see in the red right here, what it's kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out the math and the formulas, but it seems as though, like, if you go a long time without making any contributions, like, your value will go down. It's kind of weird, but and then for some reason, Brittany here has the highest profit. I guess because she made her contributions at the right time, and during the right times we bought the right stocks. And so, this is her. So Brittany's current value is $633.79 based off her contributions of $485.04. And you can see it, so on and so forth. I know it might look kind of convoluted, but so if Brittany cashed out today, that's what she would get. That's how much her value is worth, and so on and so forth. Another quick thing, if you guys want, I mean, if you ever calculate your net worth, you can add this into your net worth, the value of your stuff. Can everybody, y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, just trying to make sure I'm not talking to my freaking self. All right, just a quick look at the portfolio. This is what we own right here. As you can see, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Microsoft, Apple, Visa, healthcare, realty, and realty income. Of course, we sold Under Armour. We sold a couple of shares of Procter & Gamble to liquidate shares for the individual who divested. Our biggest winner right now, it looks like Apple. We bought Apple at 110. It's now 156. That's crazy. So the gain per share is $42.90. And our biggest loser right now is healthcare realty. But I mean, that's fine. You have winners and you have losers. But we're looking mostly green here, guys. Looking pretty good. Annual income from our dividends, $78.13, and quarterly income, $19.51. So this is just off of dividends. Remember when we first started, our first dividend was like $2. Now you see how they've grown. Okay, 78.13. So that is about it on our watch list. Still, we have McDonald's, Kellogg, Ultra Group, and Starbucks on our watch list. So you all want to talk about what you want to add to the watch list, or from the next contributions, what you want to buy off of the watch list. Feel free to talk about next. So that is all I have for the portfolio. And yeah, anybody have any questions, concerns? Hey, Chima.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right. So questions about the portfolio, contributions, anything of that nature? You feel like you're getting gypped out your money? I'm trying to track everything as ethically as possible. So transparent. Nope. Good. Thank God. All right. Give me a second. Drink water. All right. So stocks on our radar. Aside from the watch list, which is, like I said, McDonald's, Kellogg, Ultra Group, and Starbucks, anybody in your own life have any ideas, any companies that you've seen rising, or blue chips, or anything of that nature that you're interested in?
I don't really have one that I've been looking at lately, but I know last time we had talked about looking at health insurance, different ones, and I don't think we knew anything about it. I just kind of did a little bit of research. So the stock is called, I think my son just let go of the largest deuce ever. So, so I might run away for a second to go change that. But so we were looking at it, and the name of the stock is Anthem. So it has Blue Cross Blue Shield, some other ones that I really don't know the name of. I've never heard of them before, but I'm assuming they're outside of, Louisiana is mainly Blue Cross Blue Shield, but there's other ones. From the looks of it, I mean, it has its ups and downs. It's been kind of like, I won't say, I mean, it's steadily growing. It did have a drop in 2008, surprise, right? But and then it had a drop in 2016. But it's jumped up almost since then. But it looks like it's on the down again. It's kind of jumpy. I know we talked about it and kind of want to look it up a little bit more, but it's kind of. Let me see if I can show y'all. Hold on. Give me a second to share screens. How do we do that?
It should be somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what you're looking exactly.
I think that's where it says. All right, cool beans. All right, so looking at it, and this is looking at the math, you can kind of see that it has its jumps and it has it's not really a steady stock. You know what I mean, per se. So I didn't know if y'all still wanted to look into it, but it is kind of all over the place. I didn't really look on, TD Ameritrade like I normally would, but this is just kind of giving you guys, in case y'all want to put it on the watch list, giving a little bit more information about it. So this is kind of more of an FYI type thing. But me personally, I do not have a I don't have a particular stock on my radar. I just happened to look at that one because I was like, oh, we talked about it. And
so health insurance. So I've never heard of Anthem, to be honest. I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I looked it up, but these are all, it has Blue Cross Blue Shield, some other ones, Amerigroup, Health Keepers, all these I think are associated with them. So I'm assuming all Blue Cross Blue Shield across the U.S., which I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know too much about health insurance to say that that's the biggest one, but that's the one that's most commonly heard of, you know.
Right.
But I mean, it's something. If y'all wanted to look more into, then I can definitely. I'm gonna try to turn that off. Then I can definitely. There we go. I can definitely research a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Do that definitely. Okay. Anthem. I have to research that too because I don't know too much about health insurance either. Or like what their whole process is. I'm still learning. So.
Are you talking
Okay.
about? I mean, for Anthem, since I actually work with insurance. That's like my job at a hospital. So Anthem is a subsidiary of Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's kind of like a managed care plan. Up here, it's mostly tied to plan up here, but in different parts of the country, it's tied to different types of plans. Same with Healthkeeper, and there are a few other subsidiaries, but they're all under Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's why I was interested to find out that they had their own like ticker, because it does fall under Blue Cross. So yeah, that'd be interesting to find out like what else they do on their own that would make them their own like trading company. I do know there is an Anthem plan by itself, but it's very, very small. Not a lot of people have it. So yeah, that would be interesting to see why they're trading or what they do to trade.
That's definitely something to research because I have never heard of a subsidiary of a company having its own ticker. I think the closest thing I can maybe think of is Philip Morris and Altria Group, sort of, kind of, but I've never heard of it. But I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's just something to definitely do some more research on to learn. So, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That'll be like YouTube having its own ticker when it's owned by Google, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's like YouTube having its own ticker and having its own stock. So, and it's a subsidiary. Yeah. No, that's definitely interesting. I'm taking notes of it though, so you'll see it in the minutes that we spoke of it. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got any ideas or anything of that nature?
Just do fine because it's short and sweet. I know I mentioned SCI. What is that? Oh man, I know I was talking about Service. I think Corporation was that International? Yeah, Service Corporation International. I mentioned them earlier. I think it's a good, solid company. And basically, if you're not familiar, they are. Let's see. Can y'all see this? What I'm looking at?
No.
Okay. I'm on my phone. I don't think I can do it on my phone, so it's okay. But basically, they are a funeral service around the world. It's like one of the largest around the world, actually. And like I said, they've been consistent. I like them for two reasons. One, they've never gone down, like ever. For the past 5 years since they've ever started being a publicly traded company, they've always gone up. They've gone maybe like a slight downswing, like month or two, but then they go back up, and always up. And they're only worth right now at $34 a share, so they're pretty affordable.
You said it's called what again? Services what?
Service Corporation International. That I feel like that's a solid group. They have dividends, but they're really low. It's only like 1.79%, but it's solid. They pay them regularly, and it's looks like it's gonna be here forever because like I'm saying, folks need to have funeral services and rights. That's just from ubiquitous service that they offer, and they're the largest one. So that's the one I was always trying to get us in to have, basically for the long term investment of knowing our money is going to grow and without having much risk. That's why I'm pushing that one.
Okay. I have that written down. I have to look that up. I mean, yeah, you're right. Everybody has to be buried. Yeah, and that's funny because we could invest from the health insurance aspect of it, to the burial aspect of it. You know, that name just sounds really creepy. And Services Corporation International, like, oh yeah, you're being buried by Services Corporation International. Like, what the hell? Sounds like, you know, they don't do burials right at all. No, I'm joking, but no, that's
But real talk though, real talk, because it's the same thing we were talking about before. They're the parent company. They're like Google.
Right.
Thousands of little funeral homes. That's literally what they do. They're all owned by SCI. It's crazy, and people just don't know about it. So that's the guy in the background cashing that check.
That's the elusive man in a suit. Yeah, no, I got you. No, definitely, no, absolutely. You're right, man. Everybody needs to be buried. You're right. I'm definitely looking to that. I'm not even looking to that personally. Who knows? No, that's a good idea.
Meaning.
I never even thought about that. Maisha, do you have anything, ma'am?
I don't, but I know for me, I was interested in Amazon. Just kind of tracking exactly what they're doing and how they're pretty much gobbling up everything in every industry, and how they are a lot of more so younger generation are basically shopping there, using them as resources to gather everything that they pretty much need, from pharmaceuticals even straight down to food. I'm also finding that even with food products or even smaller, household products, people are launching them through Amazon first. So I find that interesting, and basically really more so tracking the future of Amazon. I want to see will they get to a point where they're just become too big. But honestly, I don't see that. I see them breaking down into subcategories: Amazon Medical, Amazon Grocery, that kind of thing, and seeing if they ever get to a point. I know it was announced a while ago that they were setting up shop, but like a brick and mortar. But honestly, I don't see that happening as quickly as they thought it would, only because the reason why they gotten so big was because you could just have it shipped to you. And the way really even the workforce and everything is moving, a lot more people are asking for work from home type jobs. I don't know if you guys heard of modsquad.com. They're basically a call center from home. You know how you have those app games. You know, a lot of kids or people are at home playing these games at home, games off Facebook. But when something happens on them, they contact the webmaster. Well, come to find out, webmaster is somebody at home just answering the frequently asked questions from home. So I kind of be looking into them. They're not publicly traded yet, but want to see if that will be their next move, because they are growing pretty fast. For what it looks like it's a UK based company, but they're actually hiring right now. You can make as little as, of course, it depends on where it is, but where you are, but you can make as little as $7 an hour all the way up to 14. Of course, if you're bilingual, you make more. And then the workload just depends on that company that you get hired by. For instance, you might have this app company needs someone to answer these questions. I know companies like Blue Apron and HelloFresh uses them to answer their customer requests and calls. A lot of new companies like hair color or dye companies who launch on Instagram and stuff like that are using them. So I wanted to basically do more tracking of companies like Amazon and this company to see what the future is for a lot of home-based or home-based jobs and home-based companies that just keep people in their home, because it almost looks like that's where a lot of people are moving more towards. Even with companies themselves, if they're downsizing, but they end up hiring them right back if they so choose to work from home.
Okay. You said Mod Squad, that's what it's called?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And speaking of Blue Apron, I just wanted to add real in my apologies. Their stock actually fell a little bit recently because they had some false layoff report or something about some move in New Jersey plan and how hundreds of jobs were going to be laid off, but they didn't actually do it. So their stock is currently down a lot. But I think they're been going down for a while though, consistently.
Yeah, Yeah, I think Amazon, like right after they went public, Amazon announced that they was going to start doing the home delivery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they like filed a patent for it or something of that nature. And I think Kroger is talking about doing it too, maybe Publix as well. So yeah, that's going to be a space that's definitely going to be. You know, I've talked about that in the group me a couple times. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, people are just freaking lazy, man. They don't want to go out and do anything, including myself. You know, they don't they don't want to go out. They don't want to go out and get the food. You know, so they just you know, get it delivered to the house. So I took note of that as well. Rosina, do you have any ideas? Anything you've been looking at?
I do not currently. I'm kind of in an investing lull. It's kind of on the back burner for me. I had some other priorities right now, quite honestly.
That's fine.
But I mean, I guess it's an investment, sort of. It's just housing. I'm trying to buy a house. It's stressing me out.
Yeah.
That is an investment.
But
Yeah.
even not even talking about like contributions, just any even though it may be on the back burner, but have you just walked past something that was like that might be kind of interesting, or this company look like it might be growing. I want to know how this might do. Or I mean, if you're focusing literally on trying to get a house, tracking. That's all you have to say, and I'm done with it. I ain't gonna bother you no more about it.
Well, I was on this track of thinking more so investing, not so much in businesses, but in people. I think we spoke about this a while ago, though, but I don't think we circled back to it. But I've been thinking about it recently because I've seen a lot of, I'm kind of very focused in the African American community. And so I've been seeing a lot of African American people starting their own businesses. And that kind of got me to thinking about investing in people, starting business or just having some sort of startup assistance. But I didn't really get too far on that line of thinking. But that was something that was kind of floating around in my mind.
So you're talking about venture capital, private equity type stuff. That's some dope stuff right there for Black folks. That can be done. I know. I mean, in entertainment, I know Nas and Jay-Z both own their own like venture capital fund, which they intend to invest in businesses, but also just any business that makes money. I mean, look at them. So okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Me, I just thought of this, but I was just on the call just now. But Tesla, think about Tesla. I mean, yeah, I don't know every single thing about the company, but I do know that they are about to release the Model 3, which is the more like Honda Accord type model, the more affordable model.
Okay.
Toyota Camry type model. You have the Model S, you have the Model X, which is an SUV, and the Model 3. So apparently the reviews have been very good. And Tesla not only does the cars, but they also are doing batteries and home energy services, basically, of course, with the solar power roofs as well. So that's something to look at. I don't know what the price of the stock. Let me look at what the price of the stock is right now. It fluctuates wildly. I know that for a fact. And then a super quick story. Oh Jesus, it's $356.
Yeah, 356, bro. It just actually surged up 2.83.
Yeah, because they had a good report on their the Model 3.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Last time I checked, it was like 240.
It was 240. It
That was
was
like 4 months
220
ago.
earlier. It was 320 for a while, and then it jumped up to 360, like pretty much 360. It jumped up a lot, actually.
That's crazy, man. That was like anyway, there was a guy I was deployed with, and I would talk to him about investing, and he has this story, and he will always say, man, what did he say? I had money in Tesla stock or something like that, but some kind of stupid thing he did, like he paid for his wife's breast surgery or something. I don't know, whatever. And he sold all the Tesla stock to do it. And now his Tesla stock would have been worth like $150,000 or something dumb. I don't know. And he just regrets it. And I'm just like, well, you know what? Hey. And now him and his wife are divorced. So, so in honor of him, one day I might buy some Tesla stock. No, I mean, I was telling Maisha before the call. Me personally, I've slowed down adding new capital to my like stock accounts. And I'm kind of more pivoting towards trying to own real estate, like a real property. So like I haven't really been focusing too much on stocks too much, but for the purpose of the group, like I said, I'm still very interested in purchasing Starbucks, adding that to the portfolio. I mean, that's tried and true. I mean, that's Starbucks, addictive product. I don't think that company is ever going anywhere for quite some time. So yeah, share price is $55 a share right now. We talked about the last call, so you know I definitely vote for Starbucks at least for now. So that's all I have for stocks on the radar. If anybody got anything else, no. Okay, all right. Super quick because my knowledge is extremely limited on this one. But Bitcoin, anybody ever heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what I know about it, and elaborate, feel free to elaborate if in case I miss anything, which I definitely will, was that it was created like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, 7 years ago, maybe by some unknown programmer. That, I mean, if he would have made himself known, he would have been killed by the United States government by now. So you know how that goes. But he made basically this online currency that can't be tracked, and it can't be tracked. It's not on the Federal Reserve, nothing of that nature. And you can, I guess a while ago, you could buy all types of services. You could probably pay a hitman with it or something like that to knock somebody off, and it wouldn't be tracked. But now the value of one Bitcoin, I think, is around $2,500 or $2,600 a share, or a coin. I mean, quite some time ago, it was maybe 50 cents. So imagine if somebody would have bought like, I don't know, 100 of those, and now they're $2,000 something. So, you know, people are predicting that Bitcoin eventually, the price of one coin is eventually going to go up to like $10,000 a share or something of that nature, something crazy. But I have yet to invest in it because it swings wildly. I mean, one day it'll go down to $1,700, and then it'll go up to $2,800. And me personally, I'm not about that life right now. I'm not about that life, but just something interesting to look at on your own if y'all haven't looked at it. I mean, feel free to elaborate anybody else on Bitcoin.
So I just have a question about it because I'm like you, Ro. I don't know. I know pretty much diddly squat about it. So I guess I'm just wondering, how is it earned? How do you get it? I mean, I know you said it's digital, so well, you know, there's no tracing of it. I mean, are there banks that hold it? It's, to me, it's an extremely confusing type of currency. I mean, how is it weighted? Because I mean, you know, we have ours with, you know, whatever gold may be or whatever the case may be for it. But I mean, how is Bitcoin, how is cryptocurrency weighted? I mean, is it just thin air? It's like, oh, I'm just create some coins and then we'll be good to go. I mean, how does it work?
Man,
so does anybody know?
You know, the closest thing I know, I mean, I don't know, like I said, I maybe know maybe a 0.5% more than you do, but there is something called a wallet that you can, it's like a marketplace where you can buy Bitcoin from other people. It's almost like an underground stock market in a way. And it's like it's called a wallet, and there's different wallets, there's different websites where you can buy the Bitcoin from. And you basically exchange it. You know, you got your dollars and you exchange it. You can buy it in halves or whatnot. So like if you don't have $2,000 to buy one, you can buy like a fourth of one or something of that nature. And it goes, the Bitcoin is like in your wallet, and you can either, some stores, very few have started to accept Bitcoin as payment. And you can either hold it in your wallet and watch the value of it go up, or you can buy things with it, or you could get somebody murdered. I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, it's freaking crazy, but it's so volatile, and it's so new and so different. I mean, there's stuff called blockchain, where like I said, like the Federal Reserve keeps track of every freaking dollar, you know, that they print off, right? To some chain where people track of, and there is no like guy in charge of Bitcoin. It's like different programmers and different people.
So it's unregulated at this point.
Yes, it's unregulated. Yeah, that's why the value of it swings so wildly. Imagine if the dollar, the value of a dollar swung wildly as Bitcoin. Like if $1 was worth all of a sudden 20,000 yen, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it
Right.
just swung all day long. Like the whole world would collapse and everybody would be killing each other with forks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's crazy. I might post a video in the group me about it. Y'all can learn, and that's just something to keep your ears open to.
Oh, that's what's up. I want to try to sum it up very quickly for y'all. If y'all allow me.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Please post the video, and of course, if I say anything wrong, video corrects me. Yeah. I'm not like a super background on this stuff. I wish my friend Dickerson was here. He knows more about this. But the thing is that if you've heard of mining, or say mining for Bitcoin, what they're really saying is they're creating the blockchain, the thing you heard Aurora mention before. And the blockchain is basically a public ledger. It records transactions of Bitcoin. And you're basically verifying the system of other ones and then creating a brand new ledger for new transactions to occur on. And you're rewarded by receiving all of the new Bitcoins and the transaction histories for that when you do that. So that's what people do to mining. For doing the work, and then you get the new Bitcoins that are created from that that can now operate on this new transaction ledger. So yay. Then you got paying transaction fees, you got the units. Okay, you heard about that. And mining thus is a record keeping service. You're basically keeping the records of all the transactions of people doing it because people are using Bitcoins, right? Well, who keeps who keeps track of that? That's the miners. The miners are the folks that are literally the bank. They're doing what the bank's job of actually keeping track of all that stuff. And like Ro was saying, it's a cryptocurrency. It's super untraceable. You have this system that just keeps track to tell you what the value of stuff and tells you who has it, but it doesn't tell you where they transferred, how it transferred. It keeps all that secret. So yeah, you can buy anything on that, and so it's pretty crazy. But that's the new age, and so that's a pretty cool thing that we're going to talk about or see a video on later. And then of course it goes in your wallet, and that's just that virtual thing of having a wallet.
Just imagine, man. I mean, just imagine 10 years from now what can be bought and sold. I mean, what the value of one Bitcoin is going to be. I mean, this has the potential to change the world, and that's why the guy who came up with it is anonymous, because he will get murdered by the government, like if he ever reveals himself.
Yeah, I kind of think personally, but we'll see. He might just post some stuff up later.
Yeah, some folks have become Bitcoin millionaires. I mean, it's crazy. And you got to think about the dark side of it too. I mean, quite possibly. I mean, like human trafficking. People are bought and sold using Bitcoin because it's untracked. It's crazy. So that's you're not able to buy Maisha. You're not able to buy property yet on Bitcoin just yet. Maybe somebody has somewhere deep, dark down somewhere in South America somewhere. I don't know, but that's all I have to say on it. And we'll just be looking out for that in the next few years. So, I think that was all I had.
By the way, Roy, I just want to let you know I do like the wood piece you have back there, Persian rifles.
Oh yeah. I was wondering when you were gonna say something about it. Yeah, thank you.
I was like, well, I'll let him finish talking before I say something.
No, I appreciate that. I think that's about all that I have. If anybody has anything else, I mean, of course, I know you all are handling things in life right now, but try to make some form of contribution. I know Jasmine was kind of, she had a little strategy of kind of just holding on to the money and trying to slow things down a little bit. But whenever we agree on our next stock purchase, I say Starbucks, but whenever we agree on it, we make our contributions and buy it. Or if you want, I mean, you guys can just kind of just sit and just watch our money just grow, watch the value of our portfolio grow without adding any new money into it. We can always do that and just continue to talk and build and keep each other, hold each other accountable for our personal finance stories. So, I mean, this is a mastermind group and an accountability group as well. It's not just solely only investing. So, anybody else have any suggestions, comments, questions?
I was just gonna ask about you and I, Rose, since we're over. Well, since we're technically over the member limit. I guess as of right now, you and I both stop contributions, right? I guess until it evens out, or
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Just
okay.
stop our contributions until everybody else can kind of, I wouldn't say catch up, but yeah, I think we should just hold off, really.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
All right. So until Razim, Aisha, and I, get our contributors in, we're gonna be a slow off on that. All right.
Yeah,
So that's duly noted. Gonna try to get that to you when I can. Until the meantime,
yeah,
keep talking, discussion. Mm.
yeah. And Rosina, you've been doing an excellent job with your contributions as well. I mean, very you doing. I was going through each one and I was like, man, she's been freaking consistent. So, and like I said, hey, look, if you ever want to divest, I will never ever hold your money from you. I do not want those problems. I do not want you knocking at my door. Okay. Uh, or if you have a reason saying, hey man, I'm trying to buy a freaking house right now, I can't do it. Got it, tracking. I'm not going to hold that against you. I was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, if like I said, when you calculate your net worth, feel free to add your value in this. I mean, oh yeah, one last thing. This is how keeping notes, and then I will shut up. Um, I'm meeting with the CPA to just talk about taxes, and I asked that CPA about the taxes as the LLC, as the aspirational group LLC. Like when we bought and sold stocks before, they create taxable events. Okay, so when the tax season happened earlier this year, every year your brokerage sends out, I think it's called a 1041. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. But they send you out a statement that says, hey, these are all the taxable events that happen in your brokerage account. Put this on your personal taxes so that you can pay your taxes on it. Now, previously, all the stuff that we sold, it was very, very little. I put it on my, I filed it on my taxes, and it was very, very little. I don't know. The tax on it maybe was like, I don't know, 80 cents or something crazy, very small. But just as a forewarning, I'm going to meet the CPA. I don't understand everything about taxes, okay? I will admit that. That's one of my weaknesses that I have to build on. So I'm going to meet with the CPA to discuss how each of us individually should file that document when it comes on our individual taxes, so that we don't have the IRS knocking at our individual doors in the future in case, the group, the value of the money goes up. Like he was like, wait, hold on. Y'all all haven't filed, put this on your taxes. How much is your group worth? I'm like, oh, like $2,000. He was like, okay, thank God. If you was in the hundreds of thousands, then I would be very afraid for you. So nothing bad is happening right now. I'm just letting you know. I'm educating myself on it, and more to follow on that. I'll be sending you out emails so you have it on record. Okay, so just let you know. Don't panic. We're good.
Yeah, that was something I actually learned about this past time too. For my own personal portfolio, they actually did send a tax form, and I was like, well, I don't remember really doing anything to. But of course, anytime that you open up these accounts, you are going to get a tax form. So I mean, technically, all I have been doing was buying. I have not sold anything or anything like that. So obviously, my stuff was at zero, so I didn't have to worry about anything. But yeah, that's definitely something. If you've been buying and selling and all that, you are going to have to report that. So
Yes.
I'd be very interested to see how it would work individually, because I thought it would fall under business, but I mean, hell, I don't know much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much. So
The business isn't gonna file it. I talked to CBA. It will be us individually taking that form and putting it on our individual taxes. I'm gonna clarify. I'm gonna get educated. I'm gonna clarify, and I will let you know. But like the recent selling that we just did, those created definitely taxable events, capital gains and short-term capital gains taxes. So later on this year, they're gonna send out that form, and then I will send it out to you once tax season 2018 starts. So just be aware. I'll let you guys know. Don't panic. IRS won't be knocking at your door. Okay. Good. That's all I have. I'm gonna shut the hell up. You guys can go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about, any concerns, issues, and if not, you all can have a good evening.
I'm good. I don't think I have anything else to add. I think I talked enough too. So
No, it's good. It's always good to talk to y'all. So thank y'all. Chima, anything? Maisha, Regina?
Well, I just want to
anything?
say, pleasure to have you back, man. It's a good meeting. I don't know, it's the first one. This is the first one I remember where you're at the helm again, and it feels good. So.
That's the second one, but yeah, no,
My bad.
yeah.
I didn't say it the first time, so I'm saying it now.
Yeah, it's all good. No, thank y'all. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to continue to do things to switch it up. I'm gonna try to figure out this broadcast thing, and then I'll send out the link to this YouTube video, so y'all can look at it, look at your faces awkwardly in the camera. So, if nothing else, y'all have a good evening. I'll send out the minutes by close of business tomorrow, and y'all enjoy, be safe, and have a good time with y'all families or yourself.
Perfect.
All right, y'all be safe.
Bye.
All right.
Take care, everybody.